Hello everybody, welcome back. Good morning. Let's have a look at the charts. We're going to start with the S&P. So the US 500's pre-market is open at the moment. It's dripping a little bit down below the 20 moving average. Bit of a rounded top going off on this one. I'm not saying that it's peaked forever or anything like that, but we were thinking about this $6,000 area as resistance. Look, we haven't hit it yet, so the chances are we're going to come back down to some of these lower areas, maybe 5,007, 5,750, maybe even down to 5,660. That's where the golden cross is forming on the exponential moving averages. We've got a weird scenario going on with the simple moving averages. Here's your 50 crossing the 200, and then it crossed back above into a golden cross, and then down below into a death cross. It's a weird one. So it does add a lot of weight to the support being towards the top and towards the bottom of this box. So obviously that's a fair old drop. If we don't know how long it'll take, or if it even does that in the first place, but that's 2.2% to potentially maybe, and this is from where we are at this very moment in time, up to 4% really. It could happen in a blink of an eye. It could happen over a space of a week, but it looks like it's happening to me. And the fear always is that going to make Bitcoin and crypto do the same thing? Well, normally that is the case. Sometimes there's a bit of decoupling from time to time, but generally speaking, as everybody's having a bit of a tear up, which they have been doing, they're probably going to have a bit of a pullback as they are all wanting to do that now. Already this morning, today's daily on the on Bitcoin, it has more or less formed, although it's not closed yet, bearish engulfing candle, coming all the way down to the support where yesterday we had a little rally from. So it was an impressive move yesterday. It was quite good, and it peaked. We peaked. We moved into the new all-time high basically. Not even that long ago. This was yesterday's stream. We were floating around these areas, and we hit the top area there and had a washout basically, a big washout. Altcoins didn't really follow that. Altcoins still weaker than your average, weaker than Bitcoin. This is XRP coming back down to where we started from yesterday. 200 exponential, golden cross, and this sorry ass mother has lost its horizontal 2,400, which to me makes it look like it's more likely to see 2,001 to 2,200 for Ethereum. It is what it is. There's nothing thou can do to stop it. The question is it going to get picked up on these bullish scenarios, or is it going to smash straight through? I think and this is what I was saying last night, like most altcoins look the same, and they do, right? They do. And bullish on the 4 hourly, but sort of not much more to say than that. But short-term bullish, some of them medium-term bullish, some of them long-term bullish. But generally, all the 4 hourlies for pretty much all altcoins look the same. Which means that you can't really look at them individually and go, wow, this is a great setup, this is going to definitely work, because they're all doing the same thing. Why would Stinkface coin, have a great setup? Why would look at the Stinkface coin versus XRP or something like that? They're all doing the same thing. Yeah, altcoins are performing in the same way. So there's two things we could look at here. One being the Dixie. I have a general projection of the Dixie, which is that we're going to come down to this trend line. It's a 12 to 14 year trend line now. That's been going on and more or less held within for a long time. And the good thing about this is that I say the good thing. There's no guarantees in trading, but I think the good thing about it is we're either going to come down to the support, which means further down, or we're going to break the support, which is further down, which generally means that assets, stocks, cryptos, everything, probably has further to move up over time, over a space of weeks, months, which means there's no need to be completely shaken out. Yesterday, I said in yesterday morning's video, didn't I, that I took some chips off the table, just in the event that we do pull back at the beginning of this week, and we're starting to see a little bit of that at the moment. But over time, I still think that we've got quite a bit higher to run. So I'm into that, and I'm all for that, and the Dixie supports that. So I'll be buying it back, so you don't need to worry about that. And the total market cap, what are we doing? Well, I mean, it's kind of working to my expectations still. So, up, down, up, down, up. Well, maybe have a little down. Maybe we come down back down to 3 trillion and then back up. That completely in keeping with what I expect of the market. Same thing with Dixie. Same thing with Bitcoin. But does it mean we move down this week? Maybe it does. Let's face it. It's been a decent couple of weeks, hasn't it? Or at least a decent month or so. What happened to selling me? Walk away. That rhymed. It's got to be true. Selling me, walk away. Well, I suppose I did sell a little bit yesterday, but I'm not walking away. I'm selling May by another day. That rhymes. Does that mean it's true? Here's another scenario. Here's another setup. It's exactly the same. This is your altcoin situation. We're coming down to a 200 exponential again, 3 trillion. So I think looking at the total market cap, hitting around that 3 trillion zone, getting picked up around there. And then continuing with the bounce. But until we see a little bit more pullback, I wouldn't get too excited about buying. I'd be looking and watching and waiting for the opportunity to buy. Looks like 3 trillion being the marker, and then we bounce from there. Right, that is it. Hopefully that was useful. If you want to join the Patreon for the live streams, there's links in the description below. Other than that, hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.